Topic number three, Riley Carter Davis. Please finish strong.
All right, our third topic for sleeper psychics. We are going to predict game one starters for our favorite teams. And this stroke of inspiration hit me when I saw that tweet from Indiana that said game one starters in Puerto Rico. I have missed those tweets. I've missed seeing the list of starting lineups on a basketball court. So, yeah, I wanted to predict this for our favorite teams with the usual caveat that starting lineups change throughout the years. So these might skew a little more veteran heavy before the young bulls rock, so to speak. But I want to take a stab at
Why not? I'm glad you got stroked to this genius point, Riley. Means a lot to me.
it. Let's start with your team. Kick us off with Michigan State, your
All
projected
right.
game starters.
Honestly, I feel like this is pretty easy given I feel like I'm tapped in with Mr. Izzo. I think it's going to be Jeremy Fears. I think it's going to be Trey Fort. I think it's going to be Cohen Carr and Jackson Kohler and Carson Cooper. And I feel pretty good. Honestly, I would put a crazy amount of money that that's starting lineup game one.
Is there any world where Kurtang beats out Trey Fort?
There's a world, but from everything I'm seeing and hearing, I think Trey Ford has a slight advantage right now.
I want Kurtang in that spot. I need Kurtang by March.
Yeah, I do too, Riley. I do too. But this isn't all about me. What about your Tar Heels?
Tar Heels, I'm glad you asked because they were second on my list to get to. UNC game one, I believe, will be Kyan Evans, Seth Trimble, Luka Bogovac, Caleb Wilson, Henry Vasar.
So Caleb at the four, Vasar at the five.
Yep.
Is there any world where guys get bumped up and they go Vasar Stevenson in the front court?
I think there is a world if so
Is
that could be.
Hubert a too big guy?
When's the last time he had like two? He's never gone with that big of a lineup to have a guy like
I mean,
Wilson at the three.
didn't he run like Manic Baycott?
Yeah, Manic Baycott was really the and Nance Baycott.
Nance Baycott. So I mean, maybe they could do that with like a Vasar Stevenson. Stevenson be the stretch. Listen,
Mhm.
honestly, I'm really trying to push Stevenson to not play three anymore. I can't watch it. So like, just
Yeah.
put him at the four and let him thrive.
Yeah, I think so. The reason why I believe this will be the game one starters is they're paying Kyan Evans a lot of money, and he was recruited as the point guard. Like all the teammates are like posting on there. Like Caleb Wilson posted a photo of Kyan Evans that said PG1 on his IG story. I think they're really leaning into that. But I will acknowledge with Kyan Evans's questions moving up from the Mountain West to the ACC. Some might say that's not that big of an upgrade. Still, it's an upgrade nonetheless. And I do think, like, I love Kyan Evans' skill set. I think he's a killer. He obviously had the big moment in March against Memphis. I worry a little bit about him being a system player just because Nico ran so much motion. And as soon as he crossed half court, he's pretty much giving the ball up to Nick Clifford and then running off a screen or something. I don't know what his transition into a lead guard is going to look like. So I think there is a chance that by January, even he's coming off the bench and you're running Luca at the point with Seth at the two. And maybe that's where we see Caleb Wilson at the three, Stevenson at the four, or maybe Jonathan Powell at the three, Wilson at the four. But I at least like Evans to start from game one.
Okay, yeah, I think I agree with that starting lineup. All right, what other teams did you have on the list you wanted to do?
Let's do Michigan.
Michigan. Okay, I think Michigan. You got Elliot Cadeau at the
Mm-hmm.
one. I see. This is interesting because like I think obviously like Trey McKinney's talented. LJ Kaysen is supposedly going to fit into it, but I think game one. Sorry, Greg, if this is wrong. I think it's going to be Cadeau, Burnett,
Mm-hmm.
Gale, and then I think they're going to go Yaxel and Merez.
I feel pretty good about that. Are we sure? This is something that Greg and I think talked about either on a video or maybe another segment. Are we sure it's Merez over a day?
It might be.
I love a day. I think a day should thrive under Dusty
You know
May.
what? Let's switch it. Let's go a day.
We can go
Day
with that.
has been looking good in the little clips I've seen.
Yeah. I think he gives if the blueprint for a top three defense like we think Michigan can be models a little bit after last year and just throws two 7-footers in the paint and dares you to score over them. I know Yaxel's not that big, but a day can cover that ground a little more easily at like 7'3" than Merez, who's 6'9".
Okay, I like that. So we got Ellie Cadeau, Namari Burnett, Roddy Gale, Yaxel, and a day as the starting lineup for that for Michigan. Who else you got?
Let's do Purdue.
Purdue. Ooh, this is okay. I'm interested to see where you're going. All right, so Braden, I think obviously Fletcher obviously is going to be the
Hmm.
starting lineup of that team. Now the three, where it gets a little bit interesting. I think I know Matt Painter. I don't care if anyone thinks they. I think I know Matt Painter. I think it's going to be either Jakari or CJ Cox in the spot over Omer at least to start. So
I'm with
Riley,
you.
which one do you feel better about? We'll go with that.
I'll lean CJ Cox.
All right. Well, so we have CJ Cox, and then we have TKR at the four, and I think it's gonna be Clough at the five.
Yep, I'm with you on that.
It's gonna be, and now that three spot's gonna be interesting. You have Omer, Chikari has been good apparently as well, so we'll see like where that goes. But yeah, so far I think that's gonna be the starting lineup. You got any other teams?
Let's do Illinois.
Yeah, the Illini. All right, I'm gonna go Kylan, Petro,
Hmm.
uh, Andre Stojakovic.
Hmm.
Oh,
Ben or Humrizzi, as Dion calls him. Or excuse
I
me,
think I
Merk or
think
Humrizzi.
I think they will go Rizzy, and Big T. Big T.
I won't fight you on that. Yeah, I think it
I mean
seems a
that four
little.
spot might be interesting. Like it could be Mirkovic, it could be they could go double Ivisic as well. I wouldn't be surprised
Oh
there.
gosh, I would hate that.
I
I
oh
would
I
be so
despise
out on
oh,
double
I
of
despise
Visage.
it for what it's worth, but I think they bring back Ben. He's probably going to be the starter to start the year, right?
I'm good with that. Yeah, hopefully Merck can beat him out. But Merck shot 28% from three in the ABA last year. So I like Merck. I think when you watch him play, the physicality he plays with should translate really well to the Big Ten. And he's just a smart basketball player. But if the 3-point shot doesn't translate as it's supposed to when his cell is being a stretch four, then yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's him Rich House from game one.
Yeah, at that four spot, they kind of are going to switch it up. Like to your point, they want to be more physical. Mirkovic will fit kind of next to Big T because Big T can stretch the floor, but he's not as physical, I think, as Mirkovic. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with that. You got any other teams you wanted to do?
Yeah, let's do Duke and BYU.
All right, so let's start with Duke. This because I feel like I've done this exercise. It's been different for everyone, but we're talking game one, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, game one. I'm gonna go Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Isaiah Evans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Wilkins.
Wilkins. Wilkins in starting game one. It's going to be Sar Hamania.
Dog, they've been propping up Wilkins in the summer, man.
I don't think Wilkins is that. This isn't even meant to be an insult. I just don't think he's that good yet. I think he will be. I can't see him being his game one starter.
Hey, listen, I'm not
It's
gonna fight.
got to be Sar
All
Hamania.
right, I'm not gonna fight it. Dame Sar, and then obviously Cam Boozer and Big Patrick, right?
Yeah, you think Pat Brown, Pat Gongbo over Malik Brown?
Yeah, I like what I've seen from Pat so far, but
He's a. I know they've been showcasing it a little bit. He's a really good passer. I think
yeah,
that was kind of his pedigree at Paul the Six, and didn't see it a ton last year. But you can play him at the top of the key, let him make reads out of the short roll, and he's really good at that. And I think
yeah.
should
So
open
yeah, we got Caleb Foster at the one. Any world Caden Boozer starts? You think to start the season?
game one. I don't think so, but if I y- let's see if I can lean to the bit here. Hey, John Shire, you cannot anger your veteran point guard. Keep Caleb Foster at that spot all year.
Make the older guys happy. All right, last one here. BYU. Riley, I'll let you lead the way on here. I feel like I've been leading too much.
It's got to be Rob Wright at the one.
Of course.
Go Richie at the two.
Okay.
We did a video on Kadeem Mbop that makes me want to put AJ at the three and Mbop at the four and have Moo as the supercharged sixth man. That they talk so highly about Moo though, to where I feel like he's got to be there.
His name's also Moo.
I know. All right, let's go Moo, AJ at the four, Kate at the five.
I love my Cougars.
So versatile. There's part of me that's like Moo is the new guy who maybe young leans a little bit more on the veteran presence and puts Mbop at the four. Veteran as presence, I say he's been in the program 1 year longer. He's still pretty young, but
Right. Yeah.
yeah, I think it should be Moo, AJ, Kata.
Yeah. And then they'll have a great bench as well. So that was fun, Riley. We might have to run that back next Riley Friday and do more teams. I
Let's do
enjoyed that.
yeah, we can do that.
All right.